Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you the National League Wildcard Series. It's the San Diego Padres and the Chicago Cubs. Boog Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Absolutely, and it might seem like there's not as much pressure if you've already got a win in game 1, but they're dying to close this series out right here and now. The last thing they want is to lose the momentum and go into a do-or-die game 3. That's a lot of pressure.
Sometimes it feels like every game in a 3-game series is do or die. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And our pitcher in this game, Jameson Taillon. What's the word on him?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand. And because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch. And before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Ready to go? Now a chance for Fernando Tatis Jr. Up and in. No. So we're underway here in game 2. That clips the zone, and the count even at 1.
With Tatis at the plate, we're looking at a player that is never going to be considered boring. He's an electric player that manages to make plays most players wouldn't consider trying. And he plays the game his own way. It's a big reason why he's considered such a fan favorite.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Luis Arias stands in. That's in there. 0-1. Taillon, a 6'5" righty, 230 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2010.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Ground ball up the middle. To first. 2 up, 2 down. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Padres go down quietly, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. This is the National League Wildcard Series on the show. And we're back. And our starting pitcher here today, Dylan Cease.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Liner picked on the hop at first, and he handles it himself for the out. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
And that is out of play. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Laureano puts it away, and there's 2 away.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Seiya Suzuki. In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll fall for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Batting fourth, the
and next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. On the corner for a strike, 0-1. Cease picks over. Ow! They got him, and that will end the inning. Scoreless after 1. Wildcard series game 2. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. And another ball.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 3.
3 balls, no strike.
And there's the automatic.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. First pitch misses. Grounder might be 2. To Horner at second for 1. How about that double play?
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
The designated hitter, Ryan O'Hearn.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Yeah, that's fouled off. O'Hearn matched a homer in his last game. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2. That's inside. 2 outs, base is empty. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing doing there for the Friars. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Pete Crow Armstrong.
Cease back to work. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, Hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's one down. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Nico Horner. Just missed. And the pitch. On the inside corner for a strike. No score here in the second. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And it's even up.
Oh, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swing and a slow roller. Cronenworth over to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Batting 6, the catcher, Carson Kelly.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that's downstairs and outside. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. We'll move to the third with no score. Top half of the third inning. Here's Ramon Laureano. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. First pitch, and he just misses. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
That one fouled off, 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that just misses.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
And here's a 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball. I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location. He found a way to just get it by him.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
1 ball, no strikes.
1 out, bases empty. Swing and a foul, out of play. Now a check swing, but he held up.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
The count 2-1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Outside low. Full count, 3-2. Top of the 3rd, no score. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
And here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first. Padres go down 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Bottom of the inning. So off now for Chicago. Willie Castro.
Willie Castro.
Off the plate, and that is ball 1. And a slider in there for a strike. Now a drag bunt, third base side, and it goes just foul. And that skips into dirt. Caught him looking for the K.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Dansby Swanson in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
We're pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Pitch misses there, and the count is 3-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Dansby will head back to the dugout after the kill.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Matt Shaw in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Check swing, no appeal, and that's ball 1.
1 strike.
Shaw tries to hold up, appeal to first, and that's a swing according to umpire Ed Drummond. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Breaks his bat and pops it up. And they put the tag on him. That's the third out, inning over. On to the fourth, still scoreless. On the north side of Chicago, John Shelby and Chris Singleton. In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Tatis, a former Gold Glove winner, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That's a ball. Tried to attack with a sweeper.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And that one missing low. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of his zone.
Go-ahead run on base. Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. He's 0 for 1. Pitch misses there. Ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
And that one fouled off.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly what the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Taillon with the move to first. Tatis dives back in. Line drive, and it's just foul. That was close.
Well, they say it's a game of inches, and that's a perfect example right there. Could have been a big swing in this game if it stayed fair.
The Padres yet to pick up a hit here. That one the other way, and it stays fair. And 2 on now as they try to rally here. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
First and second, no outs. Here comes Manny Machado. 0 for 1 so far. And Manny gets a piece. First and second, no outs. Here in game 2 of the wild card series. Close, but called a ball. And 1-1. To third, might be 2. Fires to second for 1. On to Bush. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He's got it, and that's the third out. Padres leave 1, and we're still knotted at 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Close, but called the ball. And now it's even 1-1.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. It's a bomb. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
He just sent this stadium into a frenzy. They're going nuts. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
In half, up to hit. Former first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati. Grew up in Pittsburgh. And that's outside. And that's ball one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That one lifted to left. One down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
And up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
Next offering is down low.
2 balls, no strike.
And that one is inside. That clips the corner. And a strike in there.
Full count.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll get down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. Struck out swinging his first time. That one missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Just missed.
Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. And that's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
2 on, 1 out. So here's Horner now. Grounded out his first time. And misses inside.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Suzuki, the lead runner, out at second. Crow Armstrong at first. One gone.
Ball.
In the dirt.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Tosses to first. 2 gone now.
Up next for the Cubs, the catcher,
Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that's downstairs. Ball 1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
There's a swing and a miss.
1-2.
In the air, right field. Tatis after it. Brings it in, and that ends the inning. Cubs get one on the solo shot. It's now 1-0. Wildcard Series Game 2. Stepping in for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. Tayo back to work. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That one's in there. That is strike 2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area. Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
And the batter now, Ryan O'Hearn. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Just missed. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. Fought off foul. That one close, ruled a ball, and it's 2-1. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Crow Armstrong should have it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
The left fielder, number 5, Ramon
Laureano comes up to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Struck out swinging his first time. Fastball for a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. The hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
And that's way high. And a count 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
That one hit to right. Castro on the move. Nabs it. And that is that. One left for San Diego. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here at the friendly confines. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. And set to get us started. Bottom five. Willie Castro. That's a slider for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. Those are really fun to make.
Shortstop, Dansby.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. His first at-bat was a strikeout. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
And the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Yep. Full count.
And misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. At 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Shaw jumps out of the way of ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering way off the plate. And there's a ball. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That's hard hit in the line. Laureano squeezes it, and that's the inning. And the Cubs are down in order, but they lead it 1-0. Top 6, leading off, Freddie Fermin.
Freddie Fermin.
Fouled off down the right side. Laced into left. That's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
No outs, runner at first. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Fastball for a strike. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in Game 2 of the Wild Card series. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. A 0-2 count. You feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Luis Arias, the next to hit. Hard hit, could be extra bases. And he'll reach second with one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. And a pretty good chance we can see a lead change here, at least a tie ball game with both of those runs in scoring position.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Manny Machado, the next up for the Padres. And that one is downstairs, and that's ball one. Two on, one out. Check swing, called strike. And a count 1-2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Well, they get a big strikeout there, and that was a nice job behind the plate to complete the out at first while keeping those runners at second and third. That could have turned out way worse for the defense.
Jackson Merrill. So it's second and third occupied. They go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base. So bases all loaded up. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. 1 for 2.
Xander Bogaerts.
Swung on, belted. And that one hops the wall. Around third. He's safe. And they clear the bases.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. That's all for Jameson Taillon, and they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break.
Now pitching for
they turn things over to the southpaw, Caleb Thielbar.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
So runner at second, 2 down. Ryan O'Hearn getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Late swing, foul to the left. Foul ball there. Bogaerts at second with 2 down. And that misses. And the count is 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Just missing there. And it's 2-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And foul ball. The other way. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. But 3 runs come across in the inning, all on this 3-run double. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Here at Wrigley Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now at the plate, Michael Busch.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that's a little high.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the slider just misses.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Next offering is outside.
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And he pumps it a strike.
Full count.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
And that one wrapped foul. And that's way high. And the count is 1-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
The 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one missing inside.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
1 down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. Sure, he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the 3rd one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
And next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1. Popped up right side. Cronenworth. And that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the 7th now in game 2. It's the Padres 3 and the Cubs 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Andrew Kittredge.
Now
just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Kittredge.
So digging in now for San Diego, Ramon Laureano, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Out towards right center field. And there's one down.
Now back, second baseman, Jake.
Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Kittredge, a former All-Star, 34-year-old vet, and they traded for him earlier this year. In there for strike one. Kittredge fills up the zone, forces contact, so not a huge strikeout guy, but he's going to make the hitters beat him. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so the pressure is really on the batter to make something happen. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Action in the pen down there. Javier Assad up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Pomeranz warming up as well. Base is empty, one away here in the late stages of game 2. That misses. 1-2 the count.
But although you like the fact that guy throws strikes, guy gets contact, and not always great contact, the fact that when you have runners on, if that ball's in play, there's still a good chance that a run gets pushed across, whether it's earned or not. Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
Fermin in the box now. No balls and a strike. Command in the zone is such a crucial part of it, right?
Well, it's not just throwing strikes, but it's throwing quality strikes. It's having quality misses as well. What's a quality miss? Missing just off the plate rather than over the plate.
Next offering is in the dirt. Ground ball left side. In time to Bush, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, but they still lead it 3-1.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Mason Miller.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Not even close there. And now 2-0.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Into center. Merrill makes the play. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, number 2, second baseman,
Horner will come up to hit. Has grounded out a couple of times. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. Good eye right there.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
And he grounds one to the right side. And that chance handled. On the run, throw to first. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Now
from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base, regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Carson Kelly.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Late swing, fouled off. Off the mark there. And it's a ball and a strike. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the seventh. Stays alive. The tying run at the plate. Runner takes off. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning.
Trying to make something happen there on offense, but that's the risk you run. Awesome. Strike him out, throw him out, double play to end the inning.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Javier Assad. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. There's a strike.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And he hits a ground ball right side. Corner over to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next to the Padres, the third baseman.
Now Machado up here. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
And now it's even up. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 2 of the wild card series. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Reaching for it and brings it in. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Adrian Morejon.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high and it just breaks a ton.
This is Willie Castro.
For the Cubs, the right fielder, Willie Castro.
That one misses, and it's 1-0. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Robert Suarez appears to be getting loose. And the 1-0. Smoked on the ground to second. Cronenworth throws on to first. One up, one down.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine,
Now
but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Dansby Swanson stands in. There's the strike. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, it's hard to get the ball to it.
Got him swinging.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting him away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Matt Shaw, the next Cub to hit. That one's in there. 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Just misses with that one.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the eighth. One more out. They'll probably hand it off to their closer for the ninth with at least a 2-run lead.
That one off the bad part of the bat. Just a lazy fly ball. Cronenworth makes the grab, and that's the inning. Cubs are down quietly, and they still trail it here 3-1. All set for the start of the inning. Now here is Jackson Merrill. Assad back to work. Late on that fastball. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Mike Soroka up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Savali also throwing. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Castro makes the grab, one down.
Up next to the Padres, the shortstop, Xander.
It's Xander Bogaerts now. The shortstop takes the ball. Fouled off left side. One down, base is empty. Now a screamer into the outfield. Drops into the glove, 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So here's the Padres DH, Ryan O'Hearn. Just missed.
No.
Right side, hard hit. And the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order, due up. It's the Padres 3 and the Cubs 1. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Robert Suarez.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. He's already homered in this game.
Michael Busch.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Suarez, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Strike three. Got him looking on the changeup.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
And that one fouled off.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Back there. And it hits the fence. And into second with one away. That's a double.
He was all over that one. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
And next for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. First pitch misses.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
With the tying run at the plate here in the late stages of game two. Just missed.
And you got to wonder with first base open, one out. Is he going to get a pitch to hit?
Right through there for a strike.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Just missed.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to pull a quality strike. Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
And ball four, two aboard.
That's a nice at-bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could run either way in that spot on the knees.
So digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong, 1 for 3.
This is a big spot for a big-time player.
Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Next offering upstairs. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Here at the bottom of the ninth, one out. Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. There's a strike.
No ball. One strike.
So they're all loaded up. Next pitch is outside.
He is going to sleep well tonight if his team can come through with the win.
So the tying run at second. That one in triple digits.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now only one out remaining.
Now when you follow up a triple-digit fastball with a nasty changeup, pretty much every time the hitter's going to be in trouble. And that was the plan. Get him to sit dead red on the fastball and then just make him look foolish with the off-speed stuff.
One out left for the Cubs. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
2 outs. Both the tying and winning runs are on. And that one fouled off. The Cubs down to their final strike. Two outs. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's got it. Ball game. The Padres claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
In an elimination game, you see your season quickly coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, but they were able to settle things down, come out and play really good baseball in this one. They get the win, and the series continues. Who knows? Maybe they'll get right back in it.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.